I got up and I brushed my hair and I'm feeling a little better. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because it is kind of tight on my wrist. And anyways, this is where they put my IV so that they could give me medicine. And I don't know what all they gave me. I know they gave me some steroids and some pain relief, and then they gave me 3 prescriptions to pick up tomorrow because the pharmacy and where I'm at is closed on Sundays. Anyways, I had some kind of blood infection that was causing inflammation in my body from, the doctor mentioned scorpion, spider, and tick bite. Yeah. And I don't, when I went up to Colorado, I could have gotten something, a deer tick or whatever like that. Also, but when I felt fine when I came back. Like there was, I was completely fine because I got a lot of work done on the cabin. Like I opened up rooms, I put in my stove, I did a lot of work. Okay, and then probably towards, I would say, November, December, I started getting like more tired. I was wearing out easier, which was odd because I was still working outside. And, when I was up in Colorado, I was using free passes to go to different gyms. So I was, building up my strength. And then, I just started feeling weaker and weaker. And then this, when the new year hit, I was just like, ugh. And then by springtime come, I got up and started doing a little bit, but I would still, give out, just like be wiped out. And I would have to rest for a few days. And, and I was, which is weird. I know my body's getting older, but, I'm going to be 44 this year. And I love to build, I built my cabin around me. Me and my mom went and tore down a house to get the scraps from it. So I'm pretty, fired up when it comes to doing big things, and then I got bit by a scorpion I think it's been about 2 weeks, and I'm pretty sure it's been about 2 weeks, and just trying to recover from that, I couldn't. I'd get up, I'd move a little bit, my feet would swell, different parts of me would just keep on swelling. Just had, and it just got to be the point, like last night, I woke up and there was, a storm, and I woke up and my legs were numb. This hand, I can actually bend it now, but it was completely swollen and full of pain. And this isn't the first time it's happened. Like I was in Arkansas and I came down with something that they couldn't figure out if it was, I had it in my lungs, I had an infection in my body, and they had me on 4 or 5 different drips, for fungal infection, bacteria infection. They just couldn't, they had me quarantined for over 24 hours because they couldn't figure out if I was, in a deadly case. And it was, what I'm thankful for was it was like a few years before the COVID outbreak hit. So I'm thankful it didn't hit during that time, because I probably would have been misdiagnosed and probably would have grew sicker, or been, under a quarantine that I shouldn't have been under. Or receive medicines that I shouldn't have. So I'm thankful for it happening when it did happen, but I'm not going to sit there and go, oh yeah, it was so great, because it was sucked. I was hospitalized for over a week, and they didn't want to just charge me. I left on my own and recovered on my own. I'm not a big hospital person. Like this morning, I had a bag all ready to go because I wasn't for sure if I was going to be admitted or not. But I had prayed a prayer for healing and for the Lord of the land to go before me. Just asking for that to clear the path, because, well, this is His world, so why not, ask the authorities over it to help me. Anyways, So I went up there and it was really nice. There wasn't anybody in the waiting room. It was early Sunday. Got in there. My mom said it was about 2 hours, but they took blood work and I had inflammation and blood infection. And, I'm feeling a little bit better right now, but I'm still, like, my hands are still hurting. But it's coming back, like I can move it. It's nice. And the swelling has went down a lot. And I say to y'all out there that, I noticed so many people are worried about humans. I was like, what's going to get you most is those little bitty bugs. They're going to bite you and take you out. You got to be aware. And when your environment around you can, my home is clean. Like, I clean it all the time. It's just the bugs and the environment that's around me. They crawl through certain things. They crawl into your house. They bite you. And that infects you. So all the little creatures that are living in a disgusting environment and, going through trash and stuff like that, the flies and stuff like that, or those fleas and ticks that travel on animals. Yeah, that's why I don't have any animals. I mean, I love animals. I just don't have them any in my home because, well, they bring me distress. So, yeah, I got a blood infection, and, that led to inflammation and sickness in my body, and I just couldn't overcome it, and it was great pain, too. So, and, if like, you go somewhere, like, to a doctor or clinic, and they don't do blood tests, and they don't check for certain things, they can misdiagnose you. Like, hands and feet swelling can be misled to menopause or dehydration, but I say to those out there, make sure that they check everything about you, if you're having issues. And I'm so happy that I broke down to go to the hospital, the emergency room, and I guess I'll get a caregiver or whatever, or what is it called, prime physician. But most of the time, I keep myself healthy. I work on eating good. Like right now, I'm eating a baked potato that my mom made me. I love baked potatoes. I love eggplants and, fruits. And, if I do eat red meats every once in a while, I'll go get some roast beef, sandwiches, because of the iron in it. But, something I didn't have the stuff for is, to fight blood disease. And honestly, even if steroids were available, that would probably be the last thing I would go for. But, the doctor recommended steroids and an anti-inflammatory and something else tomorrow when I go. And I'll take them all until it's all gone. But yeah, bugs. Spider bite, tick bite, scorpion bite. And mosquitoes, they're deadly. I get mosquito bites like they're blisters right there. See, there's like 3. 1, 2, 3. He got me right in a row. All blistered up. And that's just the truth of it. And it don't matter who you are. If a mosquito bites you, it can cause, a pathogen. It can cause disease in yourself. It can cause an infection, and it can take you down. It's good to be aware of your environment. But however, my environment in this world is shared with other humans, so I cannot control their environment. However, I'm doing my best to clean up the environment around me. So anyways, I'm feeling better. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm at, I would say 65. I would say 65%. I was much lower than that because I wasn't able to fucking move. I've been walking around on basically, my feet have been swollen and just crying because it made, like, every time I moved, it was like I sprained something. It would swell up and hurt and be tight. And I honestly thought it was dehydration, but it wasn't. The doctor said I was great on electrolytes. Like, I was so proud of myself because I was, doing what was right to keep my body hydrated and being aware of it, which, I am. So it's nice to have the pain the opposite side. You know, my hands aren't looking like I was throwing down in some fight. They're almost back to normal. I mean, my hands have gotten a lot of, the muscles have built up in them because of, the power tools and, the things I do build, but at the same time, they were way too swollen. Anyways, peace out there. And that's what I say, be aware of your body. And if you start having symptoms or signs of stuff and you're just like, not for sure, don't let other people go, oh, your body's just getting old. I'm like, no. When something starts popping up and it's not regular, then go get yourself, start paying attention. Dehydration is a big one, but if you sit there and hydrate yourself and you're still not getting better, then go do something else. But I was like, yep, got sick from bugs.